ఏంటిది లేక అండ్ మైండ్ తో చేసే పని ఏంటి అన్నది ఎట్లా, హౌ కెన్ వి డిఫరెన్షియేట్ దట్ వన్? Because when we sit at the place of puja or else some doing some interesting thing, um, sometimes even my mind speaks something and my heart speaks something. Heart means manasu. So, and I cannot attain the uh, concentration sometimes. So I want to differentiate. How can we differentiate మనసుతో చేసే పని ఏంటిది, మైండ్ తో చేసే పని ఏంటి?
What you wish to do, what you need to do. Need is responsibility. You are supposed to do it.
Yes.
So though you wish it, you don't wish it, you will do it using your mind. Your wishes, as you know, I want this, your wants. So always your wants need not be your needs.
Okay.
So indaka Jagan gar mention chesaru, if you understand it, like, you know, when because of knowledge, when the intellectuality is developed more, your conscious and subconscious will be aligned. Appudu manasu buddhi rendu ekamai untayi. Andukane enti manam cheyavalsinde chestam, anavasaramaina korikalu ravu.
Okay.
But when both of them are not aligned, your subconscious will trigger you with many wishes you want to be fulfilled. But your intellectuality will be always saying, you know, you don't need to do, your priority is this, you have to first do this. Okay, you want to buy a PlayStation, but your intelligence will tell you, no, first do that, you have to pay your son fees. So your wish is there, your need or your responsibility is there. There is a clash between them. But when you attain the knowledge, your wishes slowly starts disappearing, and your wishes will turn to spirituality or only towards gaining knowledge. Then there will be no contradiction or conflict between them. But now also during goal setting, we will differentiate each factor, because as an employee, how you need to be, what you need to be, as a father, as a personal, you to have a life, as a spouse. So everything we will set different goals and we'll start working out on them, so that you will not get that conflict between them.
See, both these lines will go in a parallel way, right? See, మీరు అన్నట్టుగా need is also one of the factor which is compulsory, and the other one is also mandatory. So instead of making both of them in a parallel way, can we do in such a way that people
you
say
can
that
only
meditation
prioritize them. In management terms, with available resources, you need to prioritize for expected output.
Okay.
Manakunna time, manakunna resources are limited. With limited, you cannot fulfill unlimited things. So you need to prioritize them slowly. So what you are prioritizing, that clarity we need to have. But most of us, we know that wants are unlimited. We know limited resources, but still we feel disappointed because they are not satisfied. There we undergo into this kind of sad feeling.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
You mentioned about clinical depression versus depression. First thing, I want to understand a little bit about this, because you mentioned clinical depression is nothing but the chemicals working on our body, right? I'm an energy healer, so I understand a little bit about how the chemicals work in the body and what impact it can do, and how it can help both in good terms and in bad terms, right? Having understood that, my question to you is, how body does not discriminate whether it is a good feeling or a bad feeling, right? It is, for a body, it is just a feeling that we are going through, and our chemicals work based on that. So when you refer to clinical depression and depression, or versus depression, how are they different?
See, clinical depression, they don't have any situation, they don't have any traumatic experience, or they get struck, and so though you are trying to help them out, they will not be consciously in a situation to listen to you and come out of it. For them, behavioral therapies don't work.
Can you give me one example?
One example is, I'll tell you, there is one female around age of 35 years. Okay, she have a son, she have a good husband, and she just want to die. She used to go to railway tracks. She attempted consuming sleeping tablets. Okay, so her parents used to take care of her because she attempted suicide multiple times. So if someone asks you what is the reason for attempting suicide, there is no reason. I just don't want to live. Why? No reason. So genetically, somewhere, if any psychological issue is there in the family, there is a probability that someone will get this kind of psychological issues. Or at times, in a very rare cases, 90% there will be a genetical aspect, and very rare cases there will be some psychological struck they have. They magnify it, and like even environment is not supporting it, it throws lot of neurons will fire out, and these kind of chemical changes happen. Then what happens is they become so lazy, they will not think. And how to say, there is a person recently I'm handling, one female, she came from US to India. She's a Her divorce case is running. Okay, she'll eat in the midnight 12 o'clock, wake up in the afternoon 12 o'clock. She have two kids, she'll not take care of them, always sitting in a place and wandering here and there. So when her father spoke to me, he said please bring some changes in her, because psychiatrist told that she needs only behavioral sessions, because if at all she's at least a good mother, her father, her husband, is ready to patch up with her. So when I spoke to her, counseling works on a goal based. When I asked her to understand what is her state, okay, on what aspects you would like to work out, her first wish was, I would like to prepare for my ISET or something. I want to do my MBA. Now you tell me her mental condition. So they don't have any consciousness. Leave about unconsciousness, they don't have any consciousness. So that's such sort of clinical depressions, they'll be keep on crying. So emotionally, when a person is completely blocked, they're what they said about that consciousness will not work out, they will not listen to anyone on this earth. So to bring them to that state, medicines are mandatory, so that this crying and sleeping patterns, everything will be regularized. Then you can bring about a behavioral change in them. Got the difference?
Yeah, I'm trying to get there, I'm also a counselor. If
So few of them will have delusions.
Yes, the whole purpose of she knows what she wants, right? But yet she's not in her conscious mind
No.
to do.
At times in clinical depression, they don't know what they want.
That's right. In this case, when you talked about a case right now, in this case, she knows that she want to write ISAT.
One day, then I have to say you one case. Immediately next day, she will ping me, I have neuro problem. Please tell my dad to take me to a brain scan. Immediately in the night, she'll tell me I'm going lot of depression. Then I'll ask her why you are going through depression. Then she will say me like my divorce case is in the court now. Then again she'll say I'm in depression because this corona is not ending. So you will understand such cases don't have anything. It's schizophrenia. So when schizophrenia, anxiety, bipolar, anything is there, along with that also depression comes.
Yes, schizophrenia is such a ailment that they won't stay in a single state of mind for a longer.
Yes. So that also depends on the case to case, it differs. So yeah. Any other, I'm sorry to disconnect, but for other people it may look Greek and Latin, so I don't want to continue on this topic.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just trying to understand
Yeah.
when you are referring to
Yes.
a regular or depression?
There is a lot of difference. Most of the cases we can resolve, but very rare few cases will be there where client willingness will not be there. That point we cannot help. If at all client have any sort of other kind of behaviors, then we cannot help them out to come out of depression.
Yeah, it's also, as a counselor, what I understand is, it is a level of getting into a certain level, right? Like a stage. It is
Exactly.
in regular
Exactly.
depression, or
Initially,
very
we can
big,
help out.
where you can heal this or you can bring the person out through a counseling process, right?
Yes,
Where
absolutely.
schizophrenia is at a level where it is already at the fourth or the fifth stage, right?
But
So,
yeah, but schizophrenia, if they are under medication, we can use behavioral therapies that will help them to just program their lifestyle.
yeah,
Yeah, Jagan Garu, please.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt,
No, no,
but yeah,
please.
I thought about the Harini Garu's question, and the points you mentioned on the unconscious or unconsciousness, right? I mean, what is their strengths or what it does. So, I mean, I will just give my opinion. Like, please correct me if I am make sense or it is wrong. So it is like always enjoys towards pleasure, right? So I'm thinking, I mean, I think you gave that explanation on sadness. That is just an example, but it can be anything, right? The pleasure can be anything. It can be either happiness or sadness or habits or anything. That's what my understanding is.
Yes,
So
yes,
I think you gave
absolutely.
the you gave the
It has
example
only
of
positive intention. Even harming others also
exactly.
positive intention only it does.
Exactly. I think you gave the example of sadness because I think people will ask like why we always think on sadness or I mean past moments, right? I think because of that, I think you gave that. I think might be Harinigara might understand it is like only the pleasure is only on the on sadness or something like that. Just thought of just clarifying that it is not about sadness, but it is like both. It can be happiness or anything. And why, like I think on your explanation, right? Like if we have to recall our happiness, I mean in our past, I think we cannot really recall everything. But if it is sadness, we can recall with instant moment, right? I'm just thinking like I mean why that will happen is like, for example, if you get some bonus or if you get some lucky draw, right? You will not really think why it happened to me, only to me. You will never think about that because you will just enjoy that, you will just forget about it. But if some bad thing happened to you, you will ponder on that. Okay, why it is happening to me, why me, or something like that. You will think many times, so that it is like deeply imprinted into your unconscious mind, so that I think whenever it needed, it will just pop it out. Okay, so I think that's why I think everyone will have that sad moments, right? Everyone will have sad moments. Those are imprinted in our minds, our unconscious mind. So whenever we hear to any sad song or sad thing, then we will immediately connect with those, because we thought so many times about that. Even if it is a small thing for us, we thought so many times about us, so it will instantly we will connect it to it, and we will that's why I think we enjoy it more. I think that's why I think it is our favorites. And the other thing I would like to bring is like, I think just to connect the other points is, right, that takes everything personally. It takes everything personally, right? And it works on the principle of least effort. Like if I am in a bad situation, or if I am in a some like I think my I mean I broke up with my I mean spouse or anything, right? So it is like it is very easy for me to go cry and think about myself instead of like come out and do something else, because I may think like someone will ask like, okay, why it happened, someone might blame me or something like that. Then I will just stop that. I will just go and think about like, okay, why it happened to me, or just think about myself and cry. Maybe I think I mean I just correlating
Yes, yes,
multiple
sir,
points here.
absolutely.
That's what I thought.
Thank you. So shall we wind up?
Ma'am, I just want to understand from the Bhagavad Gita, that book that Chandrasekhar is saying, uh, where do I look for what you taught today, right? You read some shloka, so
That is the first loka.
uh,
One second.
you need to say on
English one,
chapter.
you are talking about English?
Yes, English one, the 33 pages one. So should I go to chapter 1, part 1, Arjuna Vishada Yoga?
Yes.
Okay. And I go there.
Dhritarashtra Uvacha, page number 12.
Okay. Page number 12, yes.
Yes, the first one. Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yutsava. For reading slokas, he have sent you this PDF file. But I really suggest if you have your own books, that would be more better.
Can you suggest a book in English?
In English? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me check if at all Gita Press वालों का English में भी है.
I have Prabhupada in Kannada, but the language is too high. I just can't read that level of.
Slokas.
I just can't read them. So it was.
Okay,
the
okay.
language.
No worries, no worries. Till then you can follow this English PDF. But here, like, Shloka 1.1. From 12 it is starting, no?
Hang in, please. I want to look up that. Where is that? Page number 12. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
The text,
okay,
the question, Dhritarashtra Uvacha is there, no?
It's page number 13 actually.
13.
13.
Yeah.
Okay.
In English,
Yeah.
if you are
Okay.
checking in English, it is 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dhritarashtra said, what
To
did
me it
the
is showing 12.
and also
Okay, I
my
did not-
people do? Okay.
Could you find now?
Shloka? Yes, I found it. Dhritarashtra Vacha Dharma Kshetra Kurushrestha Samaveta.
Samavete Yuyutsavaha
Mhm.
Mamakah Pandavaschaiva Kimakurvata Sanjaya.
So this is the shloka.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is the translation. This is what.
Oh, yeah, exact translation for that particular sloka. We are trying to interpret that in a different way. So the points which we discussed today. Okay, next time, we will be mentioning what slokas we will be discussing. Exactly, I can't say because today I thought of 2-3 more slokas, but depending upon the class, it goes here and there. But slokas, we will be sharing the list in the group so that you can just check them. And so that you can rewrite the interpretation in different way. Done?
All right.
Thank you all.
Just share.
Sarvesham swastir Sarvesham santir Sarvesham mangalam bhavatu. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Yeah, please tell me.
What's the meaning of this prayer?
Meaning of this prayer, Sarvesham Swasti, everyone should be healthy, everyone should be happy, everyone should be pleasant, everywhere, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
I was just trying to say thank you so much for that prayer and pardon my innocence or ignorance, whatever you call. I don't know the meaning of it.
No
I will
worries.
please share the link where I can buy the Gita in English version.
Sure, definitely. Thank you all so much. See you on next Sunday.
You
Bye.
have a good week. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you all
Bye.
so much. Bye bye.
Bye.